Okay, so this is our last sign, I believe, which is the sign of Gemini. Gemini. Hello, Gemini. I guess this is the last sign. Wow. Oh, 8, 10, 12. It sure is. So, hello, Gemini. Hello, Gemini. We're looking at how this full moon in Cancer is going to affect the sign of Gemini over the next couple of weeks, because this is going to affect you, Gemini, in a way. Okay, because we're looking at the second house. It's money. I mean, just cut to the chase. It's your money. When Cancer in the second house, the moon is full in the second house. Now, this could manifest in several ways, and it depends on how you've set this up for this full moon in your second house. This could be you being really emotional in a good way. Okay, where maybe you get won the lottery, or maybe you for some reason I sense emotional spending, so you might be ordering out food or ordering out some new things. Stay away from QVC or something like that. But I sense that you want to buy something. That's the first thing. So you've got to watch that, because it'll be an emotional, impulsive buy. It'll be something because you emotionally have that impulse to buy it, not so much that you need it. And that is where it gets confusing. Also, it might just be that you want to buy something for your house. So Cancer in the second house might be that, where you just decide you want to buy a new furniture set, like a sofa set or a new bed set or new table set or a new refrigerator. I mean, anything like that, that could happen. And so be careful, because you're emotionally excited about something or involved in something because the emotions are high. The moon is full there. The urge to buy is there. The urge to, get that new bedroom set is like an emotional need, like I have to have it. And then, 2 days later, you'll have buyer's remorse. So I want you to be really careful about that, and how you spend your resources in general with the full moon in the second house. Like, make sure that your finances are okay, that you've protected everything, that you've got everything in a good way at the bank, that no one can get to whatever your resources are. You know what I mean? So that make sure that's taken care of. But I think it's beneficial. I mean, it could definitely be. I don't necessarily see it negatively. The good thing is, well, I mean, the sun is in conjunct Gemini for the most part. It's in conjunct, which is creative. It's creative, but it can be stressful too. So I want Geminis to be careful about what they're doing with their money. I want you to notice that you're spending your money foolishly. Like, I can't even imagine if uh, someone with the second house full moon was at a casino. Like, no, a better way to house, literally, with Gemini in the second house. I mean, with Cancer in a full moon. Cancer full moon is the most emotional moon of all the moons. I don't even know if how stable it is, okay? Because it's so emotional. The hair trigger emotion is there, and that could happen for people. I want you to be careful of it, and I want you to be careful of people having that hair trigger thing with you. You don't want no one going off on you, shooting up the place or whatnot. No, none of that. So I be careful of that. I don't know why that is something that led that me to say that. And maybe it's because with Cancer in the second house, it puts Capricorn, the sun, which this full moon in Cancer is going to be opposing the sun. So there's going to be Capricorn in the 8th house. And the 8th house is the house of death. Now, the 8th house is the house of money, but big money, more like annuities and taxes and insurances and 401ks and CDs and stuff like that. But it also rules sex, and it rules death, and it rules psychiatry and secrets and darkness. Okay, so there is this vibe of that undercurrent of potential darkness for Gemini. Because the sun is in the 8th house, right? There's something deep and dark happening for Gemini in that way, because the sun is there. It is what it is. You just might be having a lot of sex. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's going on in your personal life. But I mean, that could be a really good sex day. Like, oh, Lord. The full moon, I'm just saying. But yeah, the sun is in the 8th house, right? And so there's emphasis there. Could be an increase of money. I mean, with the full moon in the 2nd house, the sun in the 8th, I hope some of you Geminis are taking advantage of this. This is like, I just see money. I mean, it could be sex. I mean, because the 2nd house is what you have to give, and you might be giving emotion. Oh, that's such a sensual emotion. 2nd house is always sensuality. Always. It's the house of Taurus. It's a natural Venus house. So I'm getting a whole bunch of vibes here, Gemini. I don't know what these vibes are. It's all sexual and sensual and like sexual chocolate. I don't know what's going on here with this. Gemini. So some Geminis might be experiencing a little something like that. Ooh, my goodness, Gemini. That's something. But it is possible with the moon full in the 2nd house and the sun floating in the 8th. It's a lot of sensual, sexual tension for some Geminis. Okay? Just be aware of it and take advantage of it, for goodness sake, whatever you do. Like, I'm so fresh. Anyway, Geminis, I hope you do take advantage of it, because it is a great experience. And it's your full moon. I mean, take advantage of the full moon in your 2nd house no matter what, which that's the money. That's you buying stuff. That's why I warned you about. Because sometimes, okay, I'm going to go a little deeper psychologically for a second, but sometimes, I'm about to say something. I don't know who I'm saying this to. But when we're sexually pent up, sexually frustrated, right? One of the therapies that people use is buying. There's food, right? Some people use food for emotional comfort. Some people use money in general, just looking at it, counting it, making it for emotional comfort. And some people just, just having the ability to have what you want or buy what you want. Wealth, and for wealth's sake, that too. But this is going to be about money a lot. It could also be about sensuality. The 2nd house is very sensual. I always just think about touching and feeling and caressing and holding and kissing, that part, where you're giving a lot of maybe foreplay. I don't know. My mind is on something else. I don't know what's going on with Gemini, but I cannot seem to get off of the sexual, sensual moment there. And I feel like for some Geminis, this is going to be really hot. Like, a really hot experience for you. And maybe it is where it is you're having like a Kundalini experience where it's like a heightened sexual tension because you're able to give from your core and maybe receive back because the sun is in the eighth house. So your partner is very giving at this time, I would think. And I think, yeah, I think I was trying to think where Venus was. But either way, I just feel like this is good. And Mars is in Cancer. So Mars is in the second house, really promoting the urge towards sensuality even more, even more. And I think just that whole touching, feeling, caressing, giving, and it's nurturing too, because it's Cancer, it's the moon. It's a very nurturing experience. I just feel like, anyone who takes advantage of this that day, it's the 13th, it's a Monday. I don't know if you'll meet your soulmate who you'll have this with that day, or if you're with someone that you have this earth-shattering experience with. But I sense it, that its potential is there for the right Geminis. Congratulations on that one. Like, I don't know where that reading came from, but that's what I sense for some Geminis. That's really what's at the core of it. The other thing is you might have a needy partner too. I just sense that all of a sudden. It's because the eighth house is our partner. It's usually our partner's money. Okay, so if there's any issue with money, there might be something going on with your partner and money. I don't know if you depend on your partner for money. I don't know where that came from. I do sense that this should be a moment where you feel or you're able to have emotional security with your own money. But I do sense a powerful partner, or maybe money from the partner. Hopefully you'll be able to talk with your partner, and I sense a deep connection with a partner. So Geminis like to have a deep connection with partners anyway. They're the natural twin. They're really other oriented, more than people realize. So that might be part of it, that you're able to connect on a deeply emotional, sensual level with someone, hopefully on the 13th or within the next couple of weeks. Okay. So this has been my reading for Gemini, and I digressed there for a moment when I just kept seeing sensual, sexual moments for Gemini. But it's all positive, all good. Okay, so that might be definitely in the future for some Gemini. So that's a good thing, I guess. And I wanted to just say this. If you like this reading, and I hope you did, please take a moment to like this video. You haven't already done so, please like the video. And I'm asking people to share our video if you can. I mean, if it's something you do, share our video, because the more people that learn about us, the better. And I don't know how many people know about me or our channel. So please share our video, and that would be very helpful. And please be sure to subscribe to the channel. You can do that, and make sure you hit the little bell that lets you know when I'm going live, when I'm uploading videos like this one to the channel. Okay. So again, this has been Adrienne, and I might have forgotten to say this. I do professional readings. I actually do them. I'm an actual professional astrologer. And I would like to offer you an opportunity to do reading with me. I call them sessions. I would love to do a session with you. And you can find out more about how much they cost and what kind I do by going to our website at astrologyalookinside.com. That's astrologyalookinside.com. And go to astrologyalookinside.com/shop. Go to our shop. Okay. In our shop, you'll see the variety of different readings that I do. There's reports, there's all different types of things you can get there. We got special magic soaps and stuff like that. So you're invited to go check that out. Now, if you would like to schedule your own reading, because maybe you don't want to wait for me to schedule or you want to schedule it yourself, that's fine. You can go to the Calendly app, and that is calendly.com/astrology a look inside. That's calendly.com/astrology a look inside. Okay. So again, this has been Adrienne. Thank you so much for listening in. Thank you for taking the time to get to this point in the video. And I wish you a very happy January of 2025 and a very happy 2025 in general. A happy New Year and a very happy special New Year of the Snake, because we're entering into the New Year of the Snake. Okay. Much love, much light, many blessings, many blessings. Much love, Gemini. Much love to you. And I hope you get that sensual, sexual tension that I saw going on. I'm going to be thinking about that for a minute.